Hi everyone, it's Lorna at I Made That Bag. My friends at Fad Market have asked me to do a tutorial today. So I'm going to be showing you a little cheats guide on how to do our crisscross stitch. If you're not familiar with I Made That Bag is an experiential accessories brand. We have a blank canvas and a bunch of different styles for you to make at home. We can customize everything. You get everything you need other than a pair of scissors and a little lighter for you to make whatever you want at home. So today I'm going to show you the crisscross stitch. It's a really fun whip stitch. So I've already done it one side, as you can see. So we're going to do up this side. When you order a kit from us, what you get is a set of instructions, and then you get whatever chosen thread color you want. You get the bag, flat pack, or if you get a different style, you could get luggage tag. We have a diary cover. You pick the metal color you want. So we have all these great studs, gold, silver, and gunmetal. We also have customization. So if you want to do a little customization, I can do any of these stamps in any color. Okay, so once you get your kit, you get your spool of thread and unravel it. You will find that you have 2 pieces of thread, 1 for each side. You also have 2 needles. So the needles you can see here, they're really quite blunt. Reason being is all of your kits come pre-punched. It's really, really hard to punch a hole in leather. It's not like fabric. You have to pre-punch the holes for it to be easy to assemble. So we are gonna begin by threading the needle. There's a really neat trick to doing this right. So instead of having to always lose your thread as you sew, what we wanna do is secure it. So we thread it as we do normally, and then with the pointy end of the needle and the tail end of the thread, you're gonna, can you see that? You're gonna break the thread like this. And you wanna do this about 1 inch, 2 inches down. Hold the top of the needle and then pull down, okay? So then the other end of the same thread, what we're gonna do, take the second needle and we're gonna put a needle on this side. So same technique, you thread the needle as you would do normally, but we wanna secure this because we're pulling through leather. It's a little tougher, so we wanna make sure we're not doing all the effort and then the thread comes off. So the pointy end of the needle and then the tail end of the thread, you're gonna break it about 1 inch, 2 inches down, hold the top of the needle, pull down, pull down. There you go. So this is a flat waxed nylon thread. The reason we use this is durable. It's kind of traditional in leather making that we use something like this. So in this experience, you do get like time-old leathery craft experience, but in a very approachable, easy way. Okay, so we're gonna start at the bottom. So this is the bag. So if all else fails, think of Drake. We're gonna start it from the bottom. Pull the thread through. And then you wanna have equal amounts of thread on either side. Reason being, we're gonna work our way up to the top, 1 needle at a time. Okay, so if we have tiny amount of thread this way, we're not gonna get very far. So equal amount of thread is really, really important. All right, and to begin, I like to start with what I call a little tack stitch. So basically, doesn't matter if you're going from the front or the back, take your thread, come all the way around, and then go back into that same hole. You're creating like an O shape. See, a little O. Okay, and then when you do that, pull tight. Now, in my instructions, what you will see is I tell you to go 1 stitch at a time. Might as well do that while you're at home and killing time, but if you are wanting to learn a quick way of doing it, I have a cheats guide. So we can work all the way up with 1 needle and then stop to the other needle and then go all the way up. When we do this technique, we want to be very, very careful that we're pulling it tight as we go because it's hard to go back then and then tighten it up. All right, so think of this as, the best way to describe it, think of it as a spiral bound notebook. So if the thread is coming out of here, you're gonna come around to the back, go in the next hole up, and then go through. So you're gonna create a diagonal line, okay? And then pull tight. Keep on going all the way to the top, like so. As you go every time, keep it nice and tight. What you can do, and something I instinctively do, is just as you pull the thread, I kind of like encourage it with my finger so it lands in the right space, and then we can have nice diagonal lines. Okay, so all the way to the top. And you can see if you like pair the edges flush, it goes through quite nicely. You shouldn't be doing any extra effort. The holes are punched, so it's more for you to enjoy, meditate, have a glass of wine. I do miss my bag making and bubbly classes. Hopefully we'll return soon. Okay, so keep on going. This is also a really fun stitch if you want to do like a pop color or a contrast. You can see here I'm doing, this is our ocean, and this is also our petite style size. So if you had a look at the site, we have 3 different envelope clutch sizes. This is the smallest. Really good coin purse, wallet for your keys. All right, so you can see I've done one side. No time at all. Nice and tight, the lines are quite equal. So when you finish, you want to finish in between the layers. When you go up to the top, I'm going to show you a little bit at the end why we do that. So all the way to the top. Now we've done that side, we want to now do kind of the mirror reverse. So the threads emerging from this side, we're going to go all the way around, next hole up, and pull tight. And here you can see we're starting to get the crisscross, that little X shape. You can use your needle too to help encourage it and have it stay in place. I definitely encourage, if you want to, you can go rogue, you can kind of create your own stitch, do some straight stitch, do some crisscross. The great thing about this bag is it's yours to make how you wish. So you can see it's coming along. And you can really see, like, you can do a nice pop color. So yeah, this is the petite style. It's in the ocean colorway. And this is the yellow thread. So I'm gonna keep on going all the way to the top. All the leather I use is kind of from all over the world. The smooth leather, if you see behind me, a lot of that comes from Italy. And then this, I do believe, is a South American hide, and it's finished in a tannery upstate. So it's good to know where your leather comes from. All right, so keep on going. It's really important too. I've kind of like naturally I'm holding this other thread out the way. You don't want to make it harder for yourself, so make this an easy make. So keep when you're pulling the thread, sometimes it's easy to get all this other thread tangled, so keep it tucked inside if you can. All right. Nearly there. See how quick? And then when you get to the top, instead of going all the way through, what we want to do is just go through. So thread's coming from the back, gonna go around to the front, and you're gonna go in that last hole, but you're just gonna go through so you can come out between the layers. So now the reason we're gonna do this, we tie it, we knot it, we tie it, knot, cut and burn. So 1, 2. All right, so you want to make sure your knot is very tight, okay? Extra tight, because if it comes undone, it's not so great. So we cut it, we want to cut a few millimeters, about 1/4 inch from the edge. And then with the lighter, you got to be very careful here. If you don't feel comfortable with a lighter, you can also use glue, or if you have a clear nail polish. Basically what we want to do is seal the knot so it doesn't come undone over time. So lighter, and then burn a little bit, and you squeeze it. By squeezing it, you're kind of like fusing it together. And then there you go. I do warn you that this can be addictive. Bag making is a lot of fun. We have a little name your price going on right now. If you want a mystery bundle, let me know your budget. I'm happy to work with you. And it's been great talking to each and every one of you in our DMs. It's kind of like being back at a market again, designing with you. So we have the kits. We also have some bags that I make in my studio in Brooklyn. Most popular being our Kira fanny pack. The great thing about the bags, I've designed the bags in a way that even if you don't want to necessarily make these, because these can come made, you can still design and style your looks. And whatever you're doing, you're making your look, you're making your bag. Hence, I made that bag. So with the fanny pack, these are called host bags. You simply slide in a little pouch. It locks in this hole here, close it. And then just like that, you have a whole new bag. So please feel free to reach out. My name is Lorna again. If there are any colors, questions, styles you're interested in, I am quite fortunate to be able to keep coming to the studio. I live a block away and it's just me in here, so it's great. If you want to work together, if you want to come up with some fun designs, we have everything from some painted goodies, let me know, reach out. I'm happy to work, design, and talk with all of you. Yeah, all right, everyone stay safe out there. Creativity is a good distraction, so if I can help, please let me. All right, bye.